Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video, and we are over on Genesis 2 with some of these awesome new toys that you can see here, and this is the Tech Hover Sale. Now, at first I was like, what value can these things really have? And then I started playing with it. Not only was it a lot of fun, but it's actually got some pretty cool purposes to it. Now, it takes Element as a resource in order to fly it. You have to have Element in your inventory as far as I'm aware, because like when you put it over in there, I don't think it changes anything, but that's my personal opinion. And you can kind of like hover around on it just like it says, and then you can perform midair tricks by left clicking. I have only been able to discover one midair trick, but I'm sure that there's either coming more or that there might be more. I only know of the one, the barrel roll, so maybe there's more, I don't know. But you can see that's pretty quick. This is without any sort of boost, and as soon as you hit the boost, you actually get moving pretty quick on this thing. Now you can just fly across the map. I don't really know of any creatures that can match this speed. And it doesn't take damage from the stuff nearby you, so that's kind of cool. You do also have like this little drifting thing where it like keeps your speed as you do like a 180. And that's if you use right click, and it kind of like stores your speed up, and you can kind of like boost in different directions. And that is using right click to do this like spin around kind of thing, and then you just like boost into oblivion. But just by holding shift, you can kind of get some pretty raw speed. As soon as we turn that off though, it drops the speed pretty heavily. Now, as soon as we hit that shift key again, it will just massively boost our speed up. Now there's also a way to do this where you hold shift or spacebar. Now if you hold spacebar, it'll like burn through your resource, which you can see in like the left middle of the screen. But if you just mash the left click to do some corkscrews and stuff like that, it'll totally replenish your bar for you. And you get a whole bunch of like bonus points and bonus speed for doing the tricks. So there is value in doing the actual tricks themselves. But this can pretty much go anywhere. It basically works as a flyer. So it's pretty unique in my opinion, because it's like a flyer you can control. Now you can see it's pretty expensive to make, but there's also some pretty neat things, because I believe you can put a second passenger on this thing, and you can also whip out your weapons like you see right here and just actually use it in order to actually destroy things. So that's kind of cool. So you can use weapons while you're riding this thing. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go into space mode so you can see that I can kind of like fling myself into oblivion here. And then once we get those Quark with boosts, you can see that I burn through that resource much slower when I'm doing my corkscrews, but it does give you quite a bit of boost on it. And the more Quarks you get, the more multiplier you get, and that doesn't matter too much other than you get plus boost on the top of it. And then once you land, it'll kind of apply that bonus and then give you those points, so you get a little bit of speed out of it. So you can see that as soon as I hit that ground, I get a little bit of a speed boost on myself, and I can also use that spacebar to go up in the air again. So you have to double tap space and then hold it in order to kind of like activate that fly straight up mechanic. But it is pretty easy to do, and you just boost those Quarks up and lag, but still, you can see it's a pretty neat thing. It's a good little scouting tool, and I would see it as good to chase somebody down, because you can just pull out the tech pistol, and that's something that you can fly while going ahead and doing this. But again, that's up to you how you do that. So, I mean, I'm just going to go around because I enjoy flying this thing. It's a lot of fun. The actual uses, though, I'm sure someone will find some decent uses for it. But I don't really have one as of yet, because outside of like basic use and being able to chase somebody down, it's not super useful. I mean, because I guess it's like you can do some drive-by like this and no one will be able to catch you, or if like you're near a Giganotosaurus, you can have your buddy kind of like on this and you just keep him at a distance, and that'd be kind of neato. That's personal opinion, so maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, who knows. And as soon as you take that gun out, it just puts the tech sail back up and kind of increases your speed. So we're going to go ahead and do those tricks so you can see that you can just basically fly up in the air, and then you can kind of take off that spacebar, and he moves pretty quickly, and you can do that mid-air boost with that right click as well. So it's something that's pretty powerful in order to use that thing, and he'll like do like a power drift, and that's pretty neato. Now you can use him to probably get drops pretty quickly, because that thing is so fast. You could probably get quite a few things out of it. But it will self-destruct after you leave it for a little while. But you can also pick it up, which is pretty nice, and then put it right back down. So they're pretty neat. So the Tech Hover Sails have a couple of uses, but I think they're more of a scouting thing than anything else. So that is my personal opinion. If you find some other uses for it, make sure you let me know. And other than that, Teach out.